Hello again, and welcome back to Let's Play Imperator Rome as Magna Graecia, originally Syracuse. So, I'm a bit slow today, so I think this is actually a good day to take it slow also with the game, even though we are in the midst of a war. Also because we've accrued a lot of money, and I would like to spend some of that money. My initial plan had actually been to do all of the spending at once, because this, again, much like my technology strategy, allows you to think strategically rather than tactically at the moment. This is what I need now. However, there are just a couple of things that are high enough priority that we should purchase them now. The first thing I would like to purchase is one more temple in this city here, since this region all still needs converting. That's rather expensive, but will also help our territory loyalty a bit. I would also like in this area, though, to start working on assimilation, which requires marketplaces. Let's see what we got here. I don't really like the macro builder for this. I know where I need marketplaces, here and here. Apologies if you can hear that siren, but I think the mic should block most of it out, in my experience. I live in a very active neighborhood, relatively. All right, so where do we want marketplaces? We unfortunately want one here, which means we got to rip something down. We'll rip an aqueduct down, since I don't exactly want extra migration to this region anyways, and migration is influenced by population capacity. But we will reduce the population capacity there a bit. Not even that much, to be honest. They don't even need one aqueduct at the moment, but would be foolish to rip more down. Let's get that marketplace up and increase our population assimilation speed. It would be great to build another thing for happiness as well. They are a bit expensive, though. We'll deal with the disloyalty there by force if we have to. We still suffered a bit from when it was ticking down a bit faster due to the bug. I could artificially boost it a couple percentage points to make up for that loss, but nah, we'll just accept that as we'll make up some narrative that explains why these provinces are so disloyal. Let's build that marketplace there, and I'd love to get one there too, but let's hold off for a second and make sure that I can have enough money also to build the things I want down in our capital region. The things I want down here is an aqueduct to increase population capacity here and thereby encourage some migration to our second city, I shall call it for now, like Chicago is known in the US, the second city. And maybe one of my Chicagoan followers can enlighten me exactly why. I think I used to know, but long since disappeared. So we will get an aqueduct up there. And I was also wanting... yeah, there's plenty of building slots there to build a granary here. There we go. I haven't built a granary in so long. I don't usually build very many of them, but they do increase population growth by, a fairly substantial amount relatively. So if we look here, we have 1,000 food capacity in storage. Population growth because of this is up 0.04%. We look at another region where we've got an extra 200 food capacity, population growth is 0.08. So for one building, you're doubling your population growth rate. I know migration is the driving factor for how you can really get your provinces to be stacked high, but hey, some natural growth is also, not a bad thing to encourage, especially in this region and in this city, as this city may one day be our capital city, should we get enough political influence to throw away on that. All right, we've got those buildings up. I had originally the long-term goal also of turning one of these cities into a, what would you call it, into a freeman city. But the forums aren't cheap, and it's a pretty low priority right now, so let's not get carried away with that. We'll build our other marketplace up here instead. Now we're getting lower on that money. See, it goes quick. You think, oh, I got a big stockpile. I still also really want, maybe this will be our last building now, to build a mine in one of these provinces. Both of them are pretty short on slaves, but we can start moving some in there perhaps over time. Because I would like a little bit more of a surplus of iron, so that if it becomes impossible to import iron, we have a nice surplus to import it ourselves into our capital, and thereby get the bonus for the heavy infantry. Should we get that up now, or should we wait? How much was it to build a mine? 158. Tell you what, that's half the money we have left. I'm going to save it for now. We'll do it either end of this episode, beginning of next episode, where we spend the rest of the money we get from any sort of looting we get done here. All right, that is the major expenditures I wanted to have. But we have some more money we have to toss aside as well. I will mention in the previous episode that our heir needs to get married. Let's take a look at the fella. Oh, I guess I didn't need to do that. That's him there, the 16-year-old who looks like he's more like, I don't know, 30. But, you know, I'm not good at judging ages. He has no wife. Arranging a marriage domestically, and nobody is really young enough. The youngest person is 43. That's fine. We could put him on the mission of seeking a spouse. That's a backup plan. I am a little bit worried that, like what happens in CK2, your characters who you are not actively monitoring will just go off and get married on their own. Bit concerned that happens here. I don't really recall from previous playthroughs, especially since I tend to play a lot of Republics, and I like that, and I'm looking forward to playing one again when we are done with this run. So, instead of getting him married domestically or having him seek a spouse, we're going to try, per also the advice of Johannes on the forum. I think I'll call it the forum. The comment section sounds so, I don't know, commenty, not very discourse-oriented. It's a forum where we discuss things. So, we are going to look at Macedon. Well, not that. There we go. Let's take a look at them, and let's look at their characters. So the advantage of these countries over here, like Macedon, Antigen Kingdom, Thrace, Egypt, are all the successor states, the Diadochi of Alexander. All the royal families there have bloodlines, very good bloodlines that give them extra bonuses. If you can get some of those bloodlines imported into your country, that can be quite the boon for your leaders. So we're going to look at trying to attract somebody from this country. Let's filter here really quick by gender. And we also want the ruler family, because I believe if I looked into all of it proper, I can really only marry him off to the ruler family. And then let's sort by age here. And as you can see, the family in Macedonia in particular can have actually two bloodlines. The blood of Antipatros and the blood of Argeads. So we want to try to get this. Only one of them, this one, Argead. I'll work on that. I think a G must be silent or something. Can only be, that's the only one that can be passed on matrilineally as well as patrilineally. The others are just patrilineal. So this isn't going to solve all of our issues right away. I'm not as good at the genetic manipulation in this game as I am in, say, CK2, but we can learn it together a little bit. And we're going to, try to make sure that we at least save these bloodlines. So this person here was actually, I kind of reviewed ahead of time. This person I think is my target. Thessalonica and Patrid. She does have an infection, but I'll hope that goes away. If not, well, we have time to change our minds later on who we marry, because if we click on her and we go to royal marriage, we need a better relationship with Macedon to make that happen. So we are going to improve relations with them. And go to our influence action, relations actions, improve relations. We'll see if that gets it high enough. It's going to be close. They seem to have gotten quite hit by the aggressive expansion that we've been doing, even compared to some of the neighbors that are closer. But yeah, that's the way it is. All right. So we're working on that. Another thing I'm going to work on, though, to try to ensure that we at least keep this opportunity to acquire other bloodlines open, is befriending people from Egypt, Antigen Kingdom, and trying to get them to come to our country. Let's take a quick look at Egypt and see if we can at least start a thread for one of them. Show our characters here. Ruler family, we don't want women anymore. We want a male to try to get the patrilineal blood into the country. We also then want to see, what do we got? We got Egyptian here, ruler family, males. I'm filtering by age, and that way that's not important. Let's filter just by military skill. Take a look at the top people on the list here. All right, we've got this fella and this fella. They both look very good. I think I prefer him. Loyalty, hard to say. It doesn't say anything in the tooltips about that affecting their later willingness to move to your country, but it always could. Not much we can do about it. Everybody here is pretty loyal. I kind of looked earlier. So we just kind of have to hope that we can recruit somebody. Tempting to go with this guy since he doesn't have a job, but he is just a little bit more rounded. But yeah, let's go for the 26-year-old here. Give him more time to have kids. Take a look at him here. All right, he's not even married yet. That is a disadvantage, actually, in a way, because if they get married, they will divorce their wives when they come to your country, but bring their children with, which gives you more people in the pool for possible later development. But for now, we'll just say, okay, let's try to make friends with him. The key is, of course, when he gets to your country as well, you have to make sure he gets married, which means you're going to have to give him a job. Unnoticeable. Negative 30 prominence. No, we can't do him. We got to go and pick somebody else because we want their prominence needs to be higher so they can get married and so that they can have children and keep that blood alive in our country. So yeah, negative 30 prominence right there as part of his trait. No, that guy's not happening. Back to Egypt here. Back to characters. And let's check on our researcher here. He has an automatic prominence right away. If we see, it's not listed anymore. People have commented on that, how it's still a mechanic in the game, but it's not listed as dominantly sometimes. Well, I guess we just pick him then. He's the ruler. Can't very well do him. So let's make friends with him instead. His prominence is 25. He's also unnoticeable. Oh man, what is with all of these unnoticeable people? Must be why they are, I don't know, I don't know why, it's just bad luck, of course. Alright, let's go down the list even further here. We're going to be scraping the bottom of the barrel. Should we see, instead of getting somebody military oriented, we can see if we can get somebody very good at that. Now, he's got a job, deployed tribune. No, nothing that pops out at me. Male, of course, is what I need. Also there, the ruler. Whew. All right. Well, we're just going to take anybody then. I'm going to pick somebody here because, well, we can quickly check the Antigen Kingdom then instead and see if we get a little bit better luck there and getting their bloodline. What is their bloodline? Ruler family, blood of, is that the one we were looking at already in Macedon though? I want to make sure. My apologies for that. Back to Macedon. Here it was Antipatros and Argiad, so okay, no. And here the bloodline is Antigonos. Boy, the words are so similar, I could easily make a mistake there. All right, let's take a quick look here at who the best military leaders are. Nobody worth really writing home about off the top of our list there. Well, let's check here then. We'll just check everybody. All right, somebody be good. No, nobody there, actually, also. All right, and here they have the blood of Seleucus. Finesse, prominence, provincial loyalty. All right, then honestly, I want Egypt because I slightly prefer that bloodline because of the unintegrated culture, group happiness, and research points bonuses that it gives. We're just going to have to pick somebody a little bit further down the list. Suspicious, loyalty, confident, benefactor. What's this guy like? Anything else? Nope, he is fine. We're just going to take him. We're going to try to make friends with him, and then we're going to try to recruit him. Costs a bit of opinion, which is why we're not doing it on Macedon, because we need our opinion higher there. All right, make friends. Will require some sacrifices on our part, but that mostly comes out of our ruler's pocket, not the state treasury. Alright, that is sorted. There's a couple more things. See, very slow episode in a way. Lots to do, but I haven't even hit unpause yet. So next thing, I did notice we missed a couple trade routes down here in this province. So I probably should have done this off screen. I was watching some other YouTubers today who do actually tend to do trade routes for non-capital regions off screen, so that they don't bore their followers with something that's so unimportant. But it's trading away all of its olives. Well, no, we probably just need the month click to update this. So we'll just focus on whatever here, and I'll worry about optimizing it later. How about dates? We haven't seen dates in a long time. Well, why not? Put some dates in. So we got something for the freemen. Let's see if we can get something for the citizens. Precious metal? Nope. Spices. Yeah. No, it's from Carthage. I don't want to give Carthage anything if I don't have to. Earthenware. Alright. And this regional power, always good to get it from a regional power. Less likely it's going to disappear when the country is conquered. That takes care of them. And yeah, we acquired one here too. This is not one we missed. This is one that grew as our population grew. So for this region as well, let's look at, yeah, we'll probably also need citizen happiness in this region. Fair amount of freemen, only 16 citizens. Well, then let's also again here check for freemen. There is already wine here. There's already hemp here. Should have moved in the dates then for them. Oh, base metals from Egypt again. Yep, let's not think about it too much. And one more here as well now. Lots of stuff. Here we do have a lot more citizens, so let's see. You know what? It's from Carthage, but, you know, let's not overthink sending a few ducats Carthage's way. Alright, so we got our trade routes sorted now as well. Next thing on the list, before we still hit on pause, is I actually wanted to take again a look at our heir. Alright. He is 8 finesse, which is his best trait. Could be worse. I'm going to give him a government job, so that he starts making maybe a little bit of money, and so that he also can start working on his statesmanship skills. And this fella here doesn't have the best loyalty in the world because he's the rival of the ruler. So we might as well replace him with our heir. A little bit less tax income, but yeah, we're making most of our money from commerce anyhow. Right, here is the fella here, right? Primary heir. Let's give him the job. There we go. Even better loyalty. That's great, 98%. I mean, one would think our primary heir would be loyal. So that should help him make a little bit of cash and get a bit of experience. Definitely a plus. All right, have we sorted everything? Maybe we just take a quick glance at things. No, we haven't. There was one other thing on my list. That was to look at our ideas here. As you can see, we actually unlocked a few extra ideas in the military realm because we are at Tech 4 there. I'm very excited to get to Tech 4 on Oratory as well, so we can rotate some of these out, and then make some more advances. I won't even show them to you. They'll come up soon enough, and then we'll review them. But here in military ideas, we have additional things we can unlock. Either morale of navies, don't need it now. National manpower, always a plus, but I haven't actually found that I'm having issues with that in this campaign. Or this one at the end, that one was already there, siege ability. Yes, please. Siege ability plus 15%. Yes, we're taking that. Means we're going to be spending more on ships, but we've done our major push for shipbuilding anyhow. Alright, so we can also just check a few other things down here. Anybody get really ill and lose a lot of skill levels? Nope, looking okay. We still have a culture that is affecting our cultural happiness here. It doesn't really show up here because it doesn't affect the whole group. It affects only the citizens in our major group. But until 481, in 481 we can give another group. I'm thinking either Nuragik if we're still having happiness issues here. Otherwise, we go with the top groups, of course. We can give another group a additional right here, but we have to wait a little bit longer for that because I don't want to stack too many unhappiness modifiers on top of my main culture. Trade, no things to really worry about there. That's really hitting our research points badly. Alright. Diplomacy. Yep. We actually have an extra Diplo slot now. I would be curious then also to hear from you guys on what you think we should do with that. Eventually our goal is, you know, kind of client statey kind of people. The ones that actually take relationship slots. Anybody have an opinion on who those should be, let me know. But even now, we could take a temporary alliance. I mean, an example is we could ally them. Do we want to? Do we need to? No. But it would make it more difficult for Rome to expand up in this direction. It's a bit of a shame somebody didn't consolidate a bit more up here so that we could really block them, but that's one idea. Otherwise, I'm not above somehow forcing Epirus to become a client state of ours. I think they would be a lovely client state to have in that area. While I'm over here in Greece, I did want you to take a little note of Sparta. They got all this land over here as well. I must say that's very impressive. Good job, Sparta. Grace is gone, so we missed the opportunity to acquire their royal blood. Bosporan Kingdom is also looking very nice. One day I want to play them, but I do wonder how challenging it is. What would be your goal in that game, other than, you know, control the Black Sea coast, which is what they kind of have a lot of missions for and such. But it seems that it would be a game that doesn't have a lot of big immediate threats and could be a bit on the uncreative side. But the history of the Bosporan Kingdom is just so interesting. I'm not good enough to recite it for you now, but, you know, it's just very much the edge of the Greek world kind of thing. It must have been a fascinating place to live at that time. Really felt like you were on the edge of civilization. All right. And last thing I want to do, I think, hopefully, is activate a mission. Now, since we were talking about shifting to slightly taller play, that entails taking the Pearl of Magna Graecia mission. The Matter of Italia mission is going to give us claims on the rest of Italia. So we would get more claims. That's nice. It can give you very good bonuses. But let's go this route. Instead, we cannot do unfulfilled potential. That means unfulfilled potential. Increase food. I'm not sure what that means, so I'm not going to click any of the missions now, and I'm going to try to find out what that means. I feel almost offended. Unfulfilled potential. Oh, I know. Alright. That's very... And you think it would at least tell you what is preventing you from being able to do this. Maybe you have to be at peace, was my initial impulse, but... Alright, we'll find out. And if worst comes to worst, then we'll have to take the Italia mission and, I don't know, expand more, or just take no mission. Alright. I think we can now get the clock going. I can pay attention to the war a little bit. Spend at least 6 minutes that we have left, or 7 minutes, wrapping up that war, seeing what we can get out of it, and then thinking about our longer-term plan, including whether we really want to be friends with Etruria forever, mainly because not because I don't want to be friends with them, but if we want to focus on islands, we do need Corsica. Sorry, guys. Well, we'll find out. Let's get rolling then here. We should see a nice uptick in our siege progress there. Let's move those guys on up there. Do I have anybody else bumming around anywhere? Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay, just making sure. Romans are kind of consolidating a bit there, but... So, checking our gold reserves. Yeah, 1,500 gold that the king has. That's good. Of all the ways of making friends, a gift is perhaps the oldest and simplest. Alright, so how much is his friendship worth? The state has deep pockets. Your ruler will make a large amount of progress towards befriending Phineas Leged. I should have made sure, actually, that he actually had the trait we want. Okay, just making sure, because every now and then, you know, he could be a member of the royal family, but somehow got passed up for it, and I was worried I wasn't paying enough attention there when I got in the rush to pick somebody up. The first guys just sucked so bad. Alright, yes, go ahead, give him a bunch of money. I feel like this friendship line, this friendship mission, if you will, could use a bit more embellishing. It's always just give them a bunch of money and win, which seems kind of one-dimensional. Keeping an eye on the Romans up north. Oh, just one pop dying. They might come down and decide that they want to fight us a bit. Stop the siege of their capital if they were clever. Alright, an outspoken critic of Cnius Leged has been seeking refuge in our country for some time. He's a man of no importance. Banished from his own land, he seeks alms and spreads vicious rumors of debauchery and corruption about the court of Cnius. This could be an excellent opportunity to get in his good books. So we would get tyranny. Oof. Well, we don't have any tyranny anyways. Alright, it's fine. Let's do it. We also have a fair amount of political influence stockpiled, so can take care of that. I would love to go out and help out my allies too. The Olympics. Better luck next time. Alright, I am actually going to do that. Send him on up. No, I don't like sending just him though. What if I move him up as well? Probably going to hit our siege progress though, but that's alright. We're in no hurry. Alright, not going to quite get there in time. Just a little isolated Roman force, so there is absolutely no reason. Oh, alright. Making an impression. The official diplomatic channels offer many ways to impress and show our respect to Cnius Leged. A diplomatic envoy is perhaps the most obvious, bringing gifts and publicly expressing our desire for friendship. We could also send a religious delegate to tour the temples of his country, or attempt to win favor of Cnius Leged with the choice of our imposing soldiery. So a gift-laden envoy, losing stability, ugh. A lavish religious delegation, political influence, or our best warriors. I mean, we're not really using the manpower right now. I think that'll be fine. It's recovering quick. I think we should make... but we do want to build legions to do the political influence. Then, again, as I said, we have a bit of excess of that. Oh, we're going to catch up with you if we want to. Nope, doesn't look like it. But we'll catch you eventually. Hey, they're winning up there. That one they're maybe not winning. I think we stand a better chance of catching him if we go this way. I'm going a bit slow here again. Oh, these pop-ups sometimes really get in your way when you're in the middle of trying to pay attention. But of course you need to know that you are sacking the city of Rome. That's probably pretty important. 5 pops captured. That's pretty decent. And we have to decide what to do with it. Alright, this is the special It Is Rome event. Did they lose up here then? Yes, they did. The Romans are basically retreating still, so that's fine. So, Agathocles II Agathoclid has led his men to glorious victory in the siege of Roma. As the first sacking of Rome, we should probably mark this occasion. Here's... the enemy flees in disgrace, and all that is left is to decide on how to treat the residents within. Needless to say, the spoils of war are likely to cause those back in Syracuse to admire Agathocles greatly. Leaving such wealth in the hands of one man could cause problems in the future. So let the looting be gentle. Rend Rome freely, of course. Or none shall hide. That's a lot of money. Or lastly, Roma delenda est. Gain 15 prestige for the family, 500 gold. 6 times Roman nobles killed. The city would get Rome sacked for 10 years. Less tax, growth, population happiness. The legion will become loyal to the king. Or all the levies, all of them. That's not surprising, and he is the king. I'm not too worried about legions being loyal to him. And he'll get more popularity. Yeah, let's go for the full-on sacking. Good. And meanwhile, let's also start moving him up here as well. Still no sign of the Roman navy. Come on, forces, move, move. Alright, our efforts to encourage a friendship with Cnius Leged have paid off. Excellent. Naturally. So now let's see what the conditions for recruitment are. Loyalty is not greater than 40. Yeah, we'll have to inspire disloyalty in him. Good thing we didn't pick, see, it would be nice if these pop-ups showed up earlier. I had a suspicion it was that way from my recollection back when I used to be more active in encouraging disloyalty from people. But recently I'm much more honest in my dealings. So, if Egypt loses 15 opinion of us... Oh, no, not that one. So we have to get him. Wait, where is he then? Yes, loyalty not greater than 40. All right, I won't do it now. I'll do it at the start of next episode. I want to see how much. Yeah, that's a lot of aggressive expansion for that. Yeah. So we'll think it over. It's probably something, of course, we're going to do, but I just want to pay attention to what is happening here now. For instance, I should have clicked a little bit sooner on that. There we go, get in there. Probably not wise to send my other guy up here all uninvited. Take a look at our battle here. Well, the phalanx is not working at the moment, but it is also not inspiring any negative effects. Battle is won. Get all of our forces up here then, and start the final push. We'll see how long it takes our friends here to make peace. It appears that they are coming down here. The general in charge of that is not exactly spectacular, but given how low their morale is, I think we're going to be just fine. Seem to be moving relatively slowly. There we go. Yep, as expected. Keep on moving up. So we've got the king there, and we also have our non-king. That is a city, so we will leave the king there for proper looting. There we go. None shall hide. And then we can start moving this guy all the way up, I think, to the last siege. Probably keep an eye on the global picture. We don't want that guy to sit there all on his own, though, with just a 2,000 stack. Taking a look. I do want to keep the occasional eye on the global picture here. You never know when Rome somehow snuck some troops by ya. Now all we have to do is wait for this siege to end. We do have a Roman troop there. Yeah, we wouldn't get him in time anyways. Would have been nice. Oh, sorry, I left it paused there. That's not going to make us much progress. I do see that pop up, don't worry. Yeah, we can't move in here, so we just kind of have to be patient. That's fine. Alright. One more thing. Actually, let's deal with our other pop-up first. Untiring devotion. Audoleon Nikad is cultivating quite the reputation of a man of decency and honor, much like ourselves. Such virtues give our citizens good reason to feel safe, secure, and stable. Ah, excellent. More stability. Stability has increased, but it is still going up. So let's just let it max out as high as we can. And then I'm thinking about taking that hit to get those legions up. I want to build roads, so I need a legion. Alright, amidst raging weather and violent seas, a patchwork ship of exotic craftsmen has pulled to in the port of Metopontion. Aboard a crew hailing from a far-flung lands various, gaze out upon our modest harbor with poorly disguised wonder. After a brief delay, a lone sailor emerges and speaks in perfect Sicolita. I'll ask about that. Espousing his gratitude that we let him dock without trouble or suspicion, he gives his name as Demodamus of Miletus, an explorer of some experience who was sent forth by his liege to discover more about the world at large. He regales us with tales of Scythia and Bactria, as well as mysterious lands far to the east, and he begs our leave to restock his small fleet with galley slaves in return for a bauble, which he claims was revered as holy by a forgotten people. Alright, a most welcome offer. We will lose 3 pops, and it doesn't even let us zoom in on where that territory is. Metopontion. This province here, so it is our regional city. Pretty low on pops there, I must say, but We would lose those 3, and we would get the Ancient Fertility Figurine in our treasury. Provincial effects if in Holy Site, plus 0.1 population growth. It is a nice one. And this fellow that we are talking to at present, the explorer, would gain Orator. Or we can get some stability and send him on his way, or perhaps his journey might come to an end here, and we can get him to stay in our country. He is alright, but this guy tends to make reappearances sometimes. So I'm actually going to take that little figurine of his. I like population growth. I've utilized this before in the past for kind of stacking population modifiers. And so hopefully we can get that into a treasury and get some more population growth. And get it into the treasury and then into a temple. There we go. And then get our capital in the city with that temple. A most welcome offer. We do lose 3 pops for it. That is really harsh, I do admit. I'm not taking this decision lightly. But for the fun. Now let's go back up and keep an eye on our siege so those Romans do not decide that they are going to come in and do anything foolish. Tell you what, let's see if we can entice them a little bit. Why don't you guys come out and enjoy the hills of Papalia? Nope, you're not that foolish. Oh well. We are making progress on the siege. Not a lot we can do. We have to keep an eye on this, of course. I don't want to suddenly be surprised by something going on down there. But we can't like really move away and do other things until that siege is done. We can talk about maybe whether we want to transfer one of these provinces to Etruria. I personally think they will give us something, and the less we give them, the more... Moving back up, we're getting close on that siege. The less we give them, the more they'll give us. At the same time, I don't mind giving them a little bit of extra strength if it encourages Rome to be weaker. Sorry, I got distracted by that pop-up. If it weakens Rome in some way and encourages them to take more from Rome. So it seems again we have a fellow behind bars who is our rival. They keep on doing that. So let's make sure this rumor disappears. More tyranny, but that's fine. Not giving up all that hard-won popularity for our wise lunatic ruler. Make sure the rumors disappear, and then let's sell this guy into slavery. I gotta keep a closer eye on that. Anybody else behind bars? Nope, just him. The rest of these guys are free for now. Shall we, while we're at that, see who else is imprisoned? I didn't even think I had many in prison. Alright, we are not on our country. Yeah, I guess that's it. Unless I've got more things ticked. Ruler family, alright. So we do still have some people in prison. These are the people you just somehow acquire along the way. Let's make sure none of them have anything sort of special. Yeah, no, not really. We can sell off 1 or 2 of these guys then. No, he's from Carthage. We'll be able to ransom him then. I'll look into that. But we won't do it now because we are over time. And I want... How are you getting in a fight there? Who's attacking you? Now you guys can get through? That's interesting. How come we can get through now? When a fort gets to a certain level, can you get through? I really did click there earlier. My little buddies are wanting to rush in. Really? You are? Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to come in and support you then. And we're going to send in this fellow as well. Nope, he's not going to make it in time, so that's alright. And we won the Siege of Ravenna. Yay. Got some extra pops. Now, that means I can send him in. Maybe after I click this. And now can I send him in? He's not. Yes, there I can. Let's see. Now, go. There we go, my friends. Let's get the other fellows up here to help out the fleet, because that's going to be actually a little bit closer than I would have liked. Not that close. So, won that. They lost 4 ships. And we really didn't get the rest of the guys up here in time to do any good, but we might as well consolidate the fleet now anyhow. That battle is it's going longer than I thought. Maybe I should have sent in the rest of the fellas. It's going to be too late, but, you know, we'll send them in anyways. Token Force. Hey, guys, we're here. We did kill more of their troops. We lost quite a few, though. I'm sure most of them were not our troops, though, so it's okay. And now we're stacking all sorts of men, getting a ton of attrition. So let's get, not you, you could use a bit of recovery. Let's get you up into the other fort. Along with you, somebody else will secure that province. Let's transfer this province, then, to the Etrurians. If I can remember how to do that. I don't do it so often. I know it is here, though. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Transfer province. Tactical. Possible buildings. Few pops. No. Where can I transfer control of the province? Perhaps, I cannot. No, I know I've done it before. This is again when I really wish I had the, was doing this on chat right now. Do pop info? No, it would never be there. Maybe if I look here. Yeah, because, okay, here we can do it. Oh, maybe they have occupied it, that's why. I knew I was like, it should be obvious. Yeah, because it's just that our colors are so similar, I couldn't tell that they actually have these occupied. Alright, well, they've got something occupied. I don't want to give them this yet. You never know. I will give them this province, though. Yeah, it worries me a bit. Maybe they end up just wanting to keep all of their own stuff and don't give us anything, but you know, they've earned it, really. Oh, okay, we've got another battle there. That's a small battle, all right. I was a bit worried. All right, now we just kind of sit here. I'm sure they're gonna have some troops up in this area. All right, who is missing food? You are missing food. All right, I am not sacrificing you then. The other levies are doing fine. It does mean we pull out our guy that has actually better siege ability, but, you know, I'm not gonna let troops starve just to win a siege a little bit quicker. I'm also not going to ship these guys over one by one. I'll ask for mill access when I think I need it. But siege was quick. Wonder why. Does war exhaustion kind of affect that? Where's war exhaustion? Yeah, no, it doesn't say anything about that reducing siege ability. That is an actual fort there, though. That fell in 53 days. Anybody can explain that to me, let me know. We do have a omen we can call down, but we'll wait till the war is over for that. Alright, 2 pops down, and all of our troops ready to go. I don't think we have access there, we do not. But I am actually kind of tempted to just sit here and see if our friends peace out. I don't really feel like going up there. Well, I guess we can. The beating of hooves in the far-flung lands where the wild Scythians ride. There are rumors of war. A bright star has appeared, promising the Deha a new home amongst the lands to the south, and messengers from all around bring word of preparations in the steppe. We would be wise to consider our situation. Alright, our eyes shall remain on the horizon. Yeah, this is for the next 20 years, they're going to have access to a Imperial Challenge war goal. They are way over here. They, usually. But I only see Parnia now. Ah, okay, yes, they are Parnia. They must have formed the country or something? I'm not sure, I don't remember how the countries start there, but they start with, like, 3 countries here. Fun area to play in if you ever get the chance. Do you recommend it? Alright, events are queuing. Clock is running. I can take a look here. Can I get military access? Sure. Alright. We might as well then take a look at what we got up here. I fear we're going to run into an awful lot of Romans. Hey, finally a trade offer. Well, we have accrued even more money. Pirates. Oh. Where are they? Where are you? Alright. We'll take care of them later. Maybe it's time to get rid of them. I like how the admirals all have navy have water behind them. If you look at the main screen, for instance, show families, and you can always see that the admirals, where are they? Yep, like there she is. It has a navy behind her. That's nice. Where's our other admiral? This fella. He would. No, he doesn't though. He did earlier in the last time I had the save, because that's when I noticed it. It looks a little bit depressing though. I wonder if something. He looks like the kind of guy who would go on to, you know, burn Rome to the ground. Maybe we should keep an eye on him. Alright, keep the clock going. Sorry about that, because we have to wrap this episode up, but we are not wrapping it up until there is peace. Oh gosh, no, yeah, don't do that. Can I merge you guys? I can. I am not liking the looks of that. Maybe we just made a mistake there. And nobody else is coming to help us. Can I get out of there? Get out of there! Get out of there! Nope. Well, we might take one last little defeat here then. Yeah, we even have a really lousy general in charge. Retreat. Alright. That was not wise. I should not have went up there. Oh, no, you guys do not go up there. God, I hope they are not locked. They are not. Alright. Come back down, everybody. That was a mistake. Yeah, we found the Roman army. Sack of the Hera Temple. The great temple in Argos dedicated to Hera has been sacked by the forces of Illis. Alright, we're just gonna sit here and wait this out then. I'm not going back in there. Come on, fools, make peace. There we go. Peace is made. How much manpower did we lose at the last one? Need for 3,000 men or so. That was a mistake. I felt it was a mistake. I should have slowed it down to 3 speed when I did it. But you make mistakes sometimes, and the true judge of a man is that he accepts them and does not hit Control Alt F4 or whatever it used to be for killing the game. And oh, whoops, how'd that happen? I must restart now. No, you just go with the punches. We're gonna be fine. Let's see what we acquired. What did you guys give us? We received the rest of Campania, which we wanted, and the entire province of Aeternium. That did spike our aggressive expansion back up to 25, which is hitting our stability. So if we want to do some sort of stability thing, like pass a law, probably do it now, and poke the pig. I see that has expired. That is all for the next episode, though. For this episode, let's actually just kind of relish this for a moment. This is, in principle, the defensive line we would want. It seems a bit weird of a defensive line, though, so we may want to think about tweaking it a little bit. We'll need a fort here, of course, to hold that line. This is hills, so it would be better, but I don't want them somehow marching into our city the same way that we were able to eventually march there, even though this fort had not fallen. So better to put it on the city and just keep the city safe. And probably then we'll need another fort somewhere. We could either just do one fort, like there, to hold the line here. But I'm, again, more likely to put one here. A little bit of role play as well doesn't hurt, to put it in your border city. Defend your cities. Don't let it get sacked and looted. And then we can think about whether we want to defend up in here as well, which makes sense, I guess. Alright, that's nice. We can even have a whole nother province or two up here to take in the future should we want. That's something you'll have to chime in on. I don't think so. Wasn't kind of what I was leaning towards. This is a nice place to draw the line. Maybe, we could grab maybe a couple of these though. Or a couple of these. I would love to maybe like grab all the grain provinces here. No, they got quite a few. Or is it just one? Let's look. These two right here. Grab the grain provinces and really just then try to like starve Rome out. It would be in the build a port there to kind of just hold them back. That's not a bad idea. Fun to see if it just works, actually. Will the Roman AI be clever enough to go, okay, we have to stop importing other stuff, and we have to import only grain in order to feed our city. The other city is much easier to feed now, thanks to us. We're glad to help you out. Population control there. All right. Let's maybe deactivate our levies though while we're here. Let's see how much influence, military experience we got? 11.89. That's good. We'll be able to get another one, plus another one from the other levy. Excellent. Another military tradition. We'll review that when we come back. Forces looking, okay. Paul, I really should keep better chance. I think that might have gone up by 1, but I'm not certain. That has gone up by 1. Interesting. Right, that is a plus then. And the Etrurians themselves were also able to take a province or two, which is also a plus. You know, kind of strengthened them up a little bit. Yeah, they took the rest of this one down here then, kind of cleared out that, and then took that whole province, plus 1 there. And Rome still has their little valley here, up here in the Po Valley, which will give them chances to eat up quite a bit of territory there. So don't count them out ever, to be honest. You can take everything and they'll just migrate to a new area and become the tribe of Rome that's constantly a thorn in your side. All right, way over time. Maybe I'm going to try to find a minute or two to cut out somewhere. I'm going to say goodbye now because I promise to keep these things short. I hope you enjoyed that episode. A lot of little admin at the front, and then a little bit more war at the end, and a little bit of a kind of a slow war, though, as we just systematically worked our way north and took one last defeat before we took a lot of land, so that's okay. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time. Until then, take care of yourselves. Ciao.